All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clue Seat. And today we're going to be talking about how suffering season is over. So let's get started. All right, today the Bible verse is going to be John chapter 19, verse 30. Okay, so make sure you guys open up those Bibles and get in the Word, and let Him talk to you specifically about what He wants to talk to you about. You guys know how I am. I want you guys to start praying and communicating with Him. So make sure you guys do that. All right. So that being said, suffering season is over. Okay. At this point in the Bible, Jesus is taking his last sip of wine. He's on the cross, and he's going to say, "It is finished," and take his last little sip of wine before he's going to be buried, and then he's going to come back and be risen from the dead. Okay, so what does that mean for you? What does that look like for you? Okay. Some of you guys have walked through some of the worst seasons of your life, right? And you had to suffer through so much. And my heart goes out to you. And I hope that you understand when you're chosen by God, you're going to go through a lot because God needs you to be mature. So he's got to allow certain things that would, destroy other people, but it doesn't destroy the ones that he chooses. It makes them stronger normally. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you're going to be perfect and not make mistakes. It just makes you stronger, right? You're able to handle the things that he wants to give you. Because some of you guys have prayed really, really big prayers, like big man, big woman prayers, and you're expecting God to move in your life, and you're going to see it. He's going to do it, right? He's not a man that he should lie, right? You're getting ready to see all of that. But in order for you to get to that point where you're ready to handle those big prayers, those big answered blessings, all of that stuff, you have to have a certain maturity. And the maturity can only come from going through pain and suffering sometimes. Job's relationship with God changed. It was more mature after he went through the pain and suffering. It didn't make him hate God. It made him have a more mature relationship with God in the end. And now that you've gone through those horrible moments, some of you guys were, cheated on, some of you guys were abandoned, some of you guys went through like financial struggles, whatever your cross that you had to carry, whatever it was, you went through it. And it wasn't pretty, it wasn't easy, because I hope we all understand when Jesus got crucified and everything like that, it wasn't pretty. I know we all wear crosses and we wear those necklaces with him hanging on the cross sometimes, but that wasn't a pretty thing that he went through. It was the most painful experience that he or anybody on this planet will ever suffer. It wasn't beautiful, it wasn't pretty at that moment. But after the suffering, after the walking to get to the point where he was going to be crucified, after he was crucified, and it was a lonely, lonely time for him, right? That's why he cries out, like, what have I done, right? And I hope that you understand that the maturity that you learned through that pain and suffering is the reason that you're going to get the blessings and the answered prayers that you got, because now you're ready. Now you're ready. You've already went through the suffering. You've matured. You've learned what you need to learn. Now you've been in the tomb, right? Learning and going through the lessons that God's giving you, how to be a good husband, how to be a good wife, how to manage that money, how to, maybe some of you guys are going to be well known and you're going to be, preaching the word, or, you're going to be, social media people, whatever it is that you've prayed for and you've asked for. Now you can handle it, because the quiet time that you had while it looked like you were being buried and nothing was going on, while your enemies were slinging dirt on you and mocking you and all kinds of other stuff, there was something that was going on with you and God that only you and him could experience alone in that tomb together. And now that you've done the work, you've learned what you need to learn, you didn't turn from God and say, no, that's it, I can't take it anymore. You just said, I'm going to walk with with you as hard as this is, but I'm going to get through it, and the only way I'm going to get through it is with you. Now you're getting ready to walk out. Now those grave clothes are getting ready to come off, and everyone's going to see you in a new glorified way, because those prayers are getting ready to be answered. But I bet when this all happens for you, because for some of you, great things are getting ready to happen. When this all happens and it's all said and done, and you went through that pain, you went through that suffering, you walked that walk, I hope that you understand that now that you did that, you will always know that it was God who answered your prayers. And that is the most important thing out of all of it. You know why? Because when somebody comes up to you and they say, how did this happen? How did this looks like an overnight change? How did this happen for you? I bet you're going to say, but God. I shouldn't be alive right now, but God. I shouldn't be married right now because I was left by a spouse, or this happened or that happened, but God. I shouldn't be a millionaire, and I shouldn't have any money because I had absolutely nothing at one point, and I was homeless or whatever you went through, but God. But God. And now you can say that because you went through it all and you've seen him in a way that not very many people get to see him in. Okay? And it sucks. I know that it sucks, but it's over. It is over now. Now, if this is for you, that part of the suffering is over. Now you're getting ready to step out and everything is getting ready to change. Okay? So praise him. All right? So anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always, and I'll see you guys back here next time.